I will tell you about 3 foods that are the worst matches with shrimp and 3 that are the best matches. Hello everyone. Haven't you subscribed yet? Please subscribe and hit the like button right now. Share widely with your loved ones. I will continue to bring you the best health information. There's a seafood that comes to mind as a symbol of longevity. It's shrimp, known as the tonic of the sea. With its chewy and bouncy texture, and its light and sweet savory taste. It's a beloved seafood for people of all ages. Especially in Japan, the country with the highest longevity in the world, where a whopping 1/3 of the world's shrimp production is consumed. There are various types of shrimp, like large tiger shrimp, barley shrimp, flower shrimp, and sakura shrimp with different sizes and flavors. Large shrimp are great for steaming or grilling. Medium-sized shrimp for frying. Small shrimp for pancakes or stir-fries. And very small shrimp are often used in dried side dishes or shrimp paste. Shrimp, which reaches its peak flavor in cold seas, is now in season. And is packed with proteins and calcium, and contains arginine and taurine, which are excellent for fatigue recovery. And even chitosan, which is great for fighting off illnesses. But did you know? Even such healthy shrimp can be harmful to health when eaten with certain foods. So, let's find out about the 3 worst food combinations that can negatively impact prevention of serious health issues and cognitive decline, and 3 best combinations that can help extend our lives healthily. First, the worst match for shrimp is caffeine-containing foods. This includes green or black tea, coffee, carbonated drinks, and chocolate, which all contain caffeine. It's not good to eat these with shrimp. Did you know that shrimp is excellent for bone and muscle health? Indeed, among seafood, shrimp has the highest calcium content, which strengthens bones and increases bone density, making it great for preventing osteoporosis. Moreover, the abundant protein, chitosan, and minerals in shrimp replenish the nutrients lacking in the body and are enhanced by their essential amino acids, making them even better for health. Even the vitamins in shrimp, especially selenium, are top-notch antioxidants that destroy substances that damage cell membranes and DNA, thus delaying aging. Have you ever heard the saying, "Shrimp straightens a bent back"? It suggests that not only does shrimp taste great and improve bone and muscle health, but it also helps restore youth. Here is the kick. The beneficial calcium and bone health minerals in shrimp, if consumed with caffeine-containing foods, cannot be absorbed at all. Because caffeine expels these beneficial substances from the body, hindering their absorption. Even if you eat the shrimp with its shell and tail for bone health. If consumed with caffeine-containing foods, it's futile. Therefore, from now on, try to avoid caffeine beverages like green tea and coffee right after eating shrimp. Wait 1-2 hours until the calcium, minerals, and vitamins from the shrimp are fully absorbed into your body. Now, what food should you pair with shrimp? The first best food to pair with shrimp, as we recommend here, is cabbage. Cabbage is a vegetable packed with incredible benefits, so much so that it's called a natural digestive and illness preventive agent. When eaten with shrimp, it creates a tremendous synergistic effect. You're probably already aware that the chitosan in shrimp is great for boosting immunity and protecting your health. And that's right. However, the illness preventive properties of shrimp actually begin with a component called astaxanthin. Many of you are familiar with the miracle antioxidant beta-carotene found abundantly in green and yellow vegetables. This component found in large amounts in carrots and spinach has excellent antioxidant effects. But it has one drawback. Excessive intake can weaken the bones, but focus here. There is a miraculous component that has several times the antioxidant effect of beta-carotene, but without any side effects. It's astaxanthin found in shrimp. In fact, its tremendous illness preventive effect, which inhibits the onset of various health-harming cells, has been proven. Additionally, the chitosan in shrimp enhances immunity, resolving various viruses and inflammation, and removing toxins, making it essential to include in your diet. And when you eat cabbage with shrimp, it becomes a miraculous food combination for illness prevention. Sulforaphane, a component of cabbage, which is a cruciferous vegetable, not only helps fight against health-harming cells, but also offers significant benefits against cardiovascular diseases. Together with the astaxanthin and chitosan in shrimp, it provides even greater benefits. Moreover, cabbage supplements the dietary fiber and vitamin C that shrimp lacks, creating the perfect combination. So, make sure to include shrimp and cabbage in your meals to become even healthier. Secondly, the worst way of eating shrimp is surprisingly, dried shrimp. You might be shocked thinking that drying shrimp concentrates its nutrients, making it beneficial due to the loss of moisture. That's right. Indeed, shrimp shells are filled with chitosan, a type of dietary fiber, while beneficial for illness prevention and boosting immunity. It's especially good for brain health. It actively enhances brain cells, significantly improving cognitive abilities and memory, making it highly effective for preventing cognitive decline. Moreover, shrimp contains taurine, which is so beneficial that it's used as an ingredient in fatigue recovery supplements. Taurine strengthens the liver, which detoxifies fatigue substances and toxins in our bodies. Since a lot of these beneficial components are found in shrimp tails and shells, eating dried shrimp with its shell allows you to consume all these beneficial substances intact. But wait! There are certain people who should absolutely avoid dried shrimp. These include individuals with gout or those with weak kidneys who have poor circulation. The major issue with shrimp is that it contains high levels of purines, which can trigger gout. Thus, people with gout or high uric acid levels should definitely avoid it. And it becomes even riskier with dried shrimp, where these components are concentrated. In fact, dried shrimp contains about 750 milligrams of purines per 100 grams, ranking it among the worst foods for those suffering from gout, just after beer. While dried shrimp is often used in cooking due to its taste and nutritional value, those with gout, high uric acid levels, or weak kidneys must strictly avoid it. The second best food pairing for shrimp I recommend is mushrooms. I mentioned earlier that shrimp is rich in calcium. There is a miraculous food that can increase the absorption rate of shrimp's calcium by more than 20 times. That food is mushrooms. Mushrooms supplement the vitamin D that is lacking in shrimp, and their erythritidine content significantly reduces cholesterol levels, allowing you to enjoy shrimp without worry. Pause for a moment. Are there any of you who mistakenly believe that shrimp is just a lump of cholesterol? Let's clear up any misconceptions about shrimp right here. Indeed, shrimp itself does contain a high amount of cholesterol. However, this does not relate directly to blood cholesterol levels. In reality, cholesterol levels that affect cardiovascular disease are more influenced by endogenous cholesterol synthesized in the liver than by the cholesterol intake from food. Therefore, eating foods high in cholesterol does not necessarily cause your levels to spike. Moreover, shrimp contains unsaturated fatty acids and omega-3s, which can actually help lower cholesterol levels, making shrimp a well-balanced, perfect food. Still, those with cardiovascular conditions should not consume it excessively. And it is even better to pair it with mushrooms when you do eat shrimp. Lastly, the absolute worst match for shrimp involves those with shellfish allergies. Did you enjoy shrimp as a child, but find as you've gotten older that eating shrimp causes itchiness around your mouth or throat? Allergies to shellfish like shrimp can develop later in life, even after reaching adulthood. In some cases, eating radishes along with shellfish can help suppress allergic reactions due to the glucosinolate content in radishes, which has antibacterial and insecticidal properties. However, allergy symptoms can vary greatly from person to person and, in severe cases, can lead to acute reactions. If you experience swelling of the airways, itchiness around the lips, hives, or rashes after eating shrimp, you should absolutely avoid eating it in the future. The third best food pairing for shrimp is pork. For the protecting your brain and to promote immune system, it's important to understand our brain and consume brain-healthy foods. Our brain nerves are composed of 60% fat, a significant portion of which is the essential fatty acid linoleic acid. Surprisingly, pork contains up to 5 times more linoleic acid than beef, making it essential for brain health and preventing cognitive decline. Pork is also rich in high-quality protein and filled with vitamin B, making it highly beneficial. However, there's one issue. Pork has a cooling nature, which can make it harder to digest. But this problem is perfectly solved by eating it with shrimp paste. In Eastern countries, dishes like boiled or steamed pork belly are often served with fermented shrimp paste, or it's used to season soups. There's a good reason for this. During the fermentation process of salting and curing small shrimp, many enzymes are produced that help break down proteins and fats, aiding in the digestion of fatty pork. Moreover, the warming properties of shrimp neutralize the cooling nature of pork, protecting the digestive system. Isn't the wisdom of our ancestors truly remarkable? So, make sure to pair shrimp paste and pork together in your future meals. So far we've discussed about shrimp and its best and worst food pairings. Let's summarize everything we've discussed about shrimp and its food pairings. Do not pair shrimp with caffeine-containing foods, but it's great to eat it with cabbage. For those with gout or high uric acid levels, avoid dried shrimp, but enjoy it with mushrooms. If you have a shellfish allergy, absolutely avoid shrimp, and instead pair pork with shrimp paste. How does that sound? I hope you'll take good care of your health by wisely choosing what to pair with nutritious shrimp. Thank you so much for spending time with us. If you found today's video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe and like it. And please share it with your precious family and friends. I will always pray for your health and happiness. Thank you. Did you know that eating this with bananas can harm your health? Even though bananas are a superfood for your health, there are foods that go well with them and others that don't. Even with such good bananas, you should eat them wisely for your body's benefit. Eating them with unhealthy foods can actually harm your health. That's why I've prepared this for you. To protect your health and immunity, I'll tell you about 3 worst combinations of food with bananas and 3 best combinations. Hello. Are there still people who haven't subscribed yet? Please subscribe and hit the like button right away. Also, please share with your loved ones. I'll continue to provide only the best health information from now on. When you think of morning meal replacements or hearty snacks, there's a fruit that comes to mind first. It used to be a fruit so precious that only the wealthy could afford it. But nowadays, it's affordable, and you can enjoy it abundantly if you buy a bunch. Today's star is none other than the banana. When you peel off its bright yellow skin, you'll find sweet and soft, creamy flesh. Not only is it delicious, but it's also a true all-around beauty with numerous health benefits, such as protect your cells, immune boosting, and aiding in dieting. Some people enjoy eating it as it is, while others make banana chips by drying them, or include them in juices along with other fruits or vegetables. Bananas ripen from green to yellow to black, and as they ripen, their health benefits change significantly, making them a fascinating food. But did you know? Even with such healthful bananas, there are foods that, when eaten together, can harm your health. Now, let's explore 3 worst combinations of food that harm your health when eating with bananas and 3 best combinations of food that boost immunity, along with recipes. First, the worst combination of food with bananas is milk. Are you surprised? Because bananas are filling, some people have them as a meal replacement on an empty stomach in the morning or blend them with milk to make banana milkshakes. However, bananas and milk, which might seem like a perfect match, are not a good combination for health. Wait, are there still people who think that the sugar in bananas is bad for health? Let me clarify this for you. Bananas are rich in dietary fiber that helps balance blood sugar, and they are also packed with minerals and vitamins that fight against diseases, especially depending on the ripening process. Bananas have different health benefits, making them amazing fruits. Unripe green bananas have resistant starches that are 20 times higher than ripe yellow bananas. They have a very low glycemic index, making them excellent for blood sugar management. Green bananas are full of prebiotics that act as food for probiotics in the gut, promoting gut health. On the other hand, as bananas ripen and turn yellow, they become sweeter, and their sugar content increases. Especially, they become rich in antioxidants, vitamin B, and vitamin C. Finally, as they become overripe and develop brown spots, they are called sugar spots, known as antioxidants that fight against health-harming cells. While the vitamins and minerals in yellow bananas decrease, these brown spots are filled with health protection properties that strengthen the power of white blood cells. So, green bananas are great for diabetes prevention and dieting due to their low glycemic index. Yellow bananas are packed with vitamins and antioxidants. And finally, brown bananas are the best anti-disease foods. However, are you worried that the natural sugars in bananas might raise your blood sugar? Here's the solution. When you consume them together, milk lowers blood sugar because lactose in milk lowers it, making it a great combination. Moreover, bananas are rich in magnesium, and surprisingly, when you consume magnesium from bananas with milk, it helps the calcium in milk be fully absorbed into our bodies. But pay attention here. All these benefits only apply to those with strong stomachs. As we age, our stomachs and intestines weaken, and many experience reflux, where food regurgitates. Especially, you might have felt discomfort as if the banana was stuck after eating it for satiety. There's a reason for this. The rich dietary fiber in bananas is insoluble and doesn't dissolve well, so it stays in the stomach for a long time. If you consume milk with it, a bigger problem arises. The organic acids and sugars in bananas combine with the abundant calcium and protein in milk, forming lumps, making digestion even slower. In this process, over-fermentation occurs in the stomach, putting a significant strain on the stomach and intestines, causing fatigue and lethargy. Eventually, it can lead to chronic conditions like gastritis and reflux esophagitis. So, never consume bananas and milk together. Instead, opt for food combinations that are easier to digest. Then, what should you eat with bananas? The first food I recommend to pair with bananas is oatmeal. Instead of having bananas and milk on an empty stomach in the morning, You can have oatmeal or oatmeal porridge together with bananas. Oatmeal's dietary fiber is much better for gut health, making it the perfect match. Wait, are there some of you who are puzzled, thinking, bananas have a lot of dietary fiber, so why is it good to eat them with oatmeal? Yes, both bananas and oats are rich in dietary fiber, but they are completely different types. A banana contains about 3 grams of fiber, and most of it is insoluble fiber, which mainly helps increase the volume and weight of stools. That's why eating bananas might actually lead to constipation. So, for gut health, you should consume soluble fiber, which absorbs water well. That's where oatmeal and oats come in. Oats contain over 50% soluble fiber. So when you eat them with bananas, you can perfectly balance your fiber intake. Moreover, the fiber pectin in bananas surprisingly helps lower cholesterol levels in the blood vessels. It detoxifies the body and eliminates heavy metals. Here's a tip for this detoxifying effect. You should consume unripe green bananas along with the resistant starch found in green bananas. You'll also get the effects of natural insulin and beta-glucan in oats, which help regulate blood sugar levels. Secondly, the worst combination of food with bananas is sweet potatoes, despite being regarded as excellent meal replacements and diet foods. Bananas and sweet potatoes surprisingly don't go well together. While excessive dietary fiber can indeed strain digestion, there's a more serious issue at hand. That's potassium. Some might wonder, isn't potassium a beneficial mineral for health? Yes, potassium is an essential mineral for our bodies. It's particularly crucial for cell health and regulates the functions of the heart and muscles, providing energy to our bodies. Additionally, potassium helps flush sodium out of our bodies, thereby stabilizing blood pressure and preventing cardiovascular diseases like hypertension, hyperlipidemia, and atherosclerosis. However, pay attention here. This beneficial potassium can pose a significant burden for those with poor kidney function. If potassium isn't adequately excreted from the kidneys, it can weaken muscles and even lead to irregular heartbeats. The issue lies in the fact that both bananas and sweet potatoes are rich in potassium. Consuming them together can lead to excessive potassium intake, increasing the risk of hyperkalemia. So, rather than consuming them together, it's better to have them separately. To ensure you benefit from each food's nutritional properties without risking potassium overload. Secondly, the best food to pair with bananas is nuts. Nowadays, many people suffer from insomnia and stress, right? A calm mind leads to a calm body, so stress relief and sound sleep are crucial for health. Consuming bananas with nuts is the perfect solution. Nuts contain beneficial unsaturated fatty acids and omega-3, but most importantly, they're rich in tryptophan. This tryptophan surprisingly converts into the happiness hormone serotonin in the brain. But pay attention here for tryptophan to convert into the happiness hormone. It requires vitamin B6. Today's start, the banana, is rich in vitamin B6. Therefore, when you consume nuts and bananas together, they perfectly alleviate depression and insomnia. Additionally, bananas' magnesium has muscle relaxation benefits. So having a banana in the evening can further improve sleep quality. Moreover, potassium helps maintain stable heartbeats and balances the body's fluid levels, which is beneficial for keeping the metabolism balanced and less prone to stress. Now, as the third worst combination of food with bananas, we have cabbage. Many people diligently consume bananas and cabbage as the best anti-disease food combination, right? That's correct. As mentioned earlier, when bananas become overripe, they develop brown spots, known as sugar spots. In this state, the sugar content increases, but most importantly, it's when the polyphenol levels, which boost immunity, are at their highest. Thus, fully ripe bananas are referred to as the guardians of anti-disease. According to Japan National Cancer Research Institutes, spotted bananas have a remarkable effect on creating TNF immune cells. They enhance white blood cell function by 8 times more than unripe green bananas. At this point, when you consume cabbage, known as the epitome of green vegetables, due to its high content of chlorophyll and vitamin U, along with bananas, it synergistically enhances health-protecting effects. However, unfortunately, when you consume cabbage and bananas together, the body consumes a large amount of vitamin B6, which can lead to deficiency symptoms. Should you give up the anti-disease benefits and worry while consuming them? No. There's a miraculous solution. By consuming cabbage and bananas along with just one other food, everything is resolved. Then, the third recommendation for the best food to pair with bananas is eggs. Eggs are packed with numerous nutritional benefits, especially being rich in vitamin B6. When consumed with bananas and cabbage, eggs can prevent any loss of nutrients and only provide synergistic effects. Moreover, this vitamin B6, nicknamed the brain vitamin, plays a crucial role in supplying glucose, the brain's energy source. Furthermore, when you consume eggs, considered one of the most nutritious whole foods on Earth, along with bananas, it perfectly fills in any protein and nutrient gaps. Wait, if you consume only bananas as a meal replacement for breakfast, it might strain those with weak kidneys due to the magnesium content, worsening low blood pressure. But when consumed with eggs, it balances out the perfect nutritional equilibrium, allowing you to recharge energy and restore vitality without any worries and quickly. So far, we've looked at the 3 worst combinations and 3 best foods to pair with bananas. Let's summarize them together. First, instead of consuming bananas with milk, have them with oats or oatmeal. Secondly, since bananas are high in potassium, avoid pairing them with sweet potatoes and opt for nuts instead. Lastly, remember that bananas go well not only with cabbage but also with eggs. How does that sound? By taking care to pair bananas with foods that complement them well, you can protect your health and boost immune system. Thank you so much for spending time with me. If you found today's video helpful, please subscribe and like it. Also, don't forget to share it with your loved ones and friends. I'll always keep you in my prayers for your health and happiness. Thank you. Did you know that eating cabbage with this can actually harm your health? Cabbage is well known as one of the best foods that good for your health. There are foods that go very well with cabbage and some that do not. Even though cabbage is healthy, you need to eat it correctly for it to be good for your health. Eating cabbage with bad foods can harm your health. I will tell you about 3 foods that are the worst combinations with cabbage for boosting your health. And also 3 foods that are the best combinations with cabbage. Especially for certain people, cabbage needs to be eaten carefully. So please stay tuned until the end. Are there anyone who didn't subscribe yet? Please hit the subscribe and like buttons right now. I will continue to bring you the best health information. When we eat, we don't consume just one type of ingredient. In a single dish, various ingredients complement each other's taste and health effects. However, just because ingredients taste good together doesn't mean that their nutritional values match well. Eating foods with poor nutritional combinations can harm your body and even lead to serious health issues. Every natural ingredient has its own beneficial nutrients. Knowing these nutrients and consuming them properly is the best habit for your health. Today's topic is cabbage, one of the best health foods. Everyone knows that cabbage is good for the health. But did you know that there are foods that can harm your health when eaten with cabbage? There are even people who should never eat cabbage. Now, let's learn about the 3 worst and 3 best food combinations with cabbage and discover a miraculous recipe. The first thing you should never eat with cabbage is high blood pressure medication and aspirin. Especially if you are taking blood-thinning medications like warfarin and aspirin, you should avoid cabbage. Cabbage is rich in polyphenol and anthocyanins, which are excellent for lowering blood pressure and preventing cardiovascular diseases. Many patients with high blood pressure and high cholesterol take it regularly. But pay attention here. If you are prescribed aspirin and high blood pressure or high cholesterol medications, the situation is entirely different. Warfarin-based blood pressure medications and aspirin work as anticoagulants, thinning if a blood clot forms in your blood vessels. These anticoagulants help dissolve the clot and keep the blood flowing, preventing blockages. They help prevent conditions like cerebral hemorrhage, stroke, and cerebral infarction. However, the vitamin K in cabbage does the exact opposite. Vitamin K activates platelets and helps blood clot at injury sites and blood vessels. While high blood pressure medications and aspirin thin the blood, vitamin K in cabbage thickens it. Therefore, if you are taking high blood pressure or high cholesterol medications and aspirin, you need to be very cautious with cabbage consumption. Vitamin K in cabbage can reduce the effectiveness of your prescribed medications. Check now if any of the medications you regularly take include warfarin, but here is the kick. Does this mean you should completely avoid cabbage if you're on these medications? No, there is a miraculous recipe that even these individuals can enjoy. The first food that pairs perfectly with cabbage is apples. Eating cabbage and apples together is safe and beneficial. The potassium in apples helps dilate blood vessels. When you consume the sulforaphane in cabbage, which inhibits blood clots, along with the potassium in apples, it greatly improves blood circulation and lowers blood pressure. This makes it a miraculous combination. From now on, always eat cabbage with apples. A recommended recipe is cabbage apple juice. Blend cabbage and apples together. Steaming or cooking the cabbage before blending can increase its absorption. So remember this tip. It is especially good to drink this on an empty stomach in the morning. You can also add carrots to the juice. Carrots promote blood formation and improve blood flow in the vessels. However, if you add raw carrots, the enzyme ascorbinase in carrots can destroy the vitamin C in cabbage and apples. Adding a little vinegar or lemon juice can reduce this vitamin destruction, allowing you to get all the vitamins from the cabbage and apples. Plus, it neutralizes the strong sulfur smell of cabbage, making it a double benefit. The second worst combination for cabbage is for people with weak thyroid function. Cabbage contains a variety of nutrients and is very beneficial for stomach health, which is why many people eat it often. However, if you have hypothyroidism or an iodine deficiency that weakens your thyroid, eating cabbage can worsen your symptoms. Cabbage contains glucosinolates, which are miraculous antioxidants that help maintain youthfulness. These compounds inhibit the production of hormones. Especially, they have been proven to have anti-disease effects on various health issues for stomach and breast. However, these compounds can interfere with the production of thyroid hormones or the absorption of iodine, making cabbage unsuitable for people with weak thyroids. Cabbage contains a lot of nitrogen and sulfur compounds, and its goitrogenic substances can inhibit the production of thyroid hormones in the body. Therefore, People with weak thyroids should avoid eating cabbage. Does this mean you should never eat cabbage if you have a thyroid condition? No. There's a miraculous way to consume it. Instead of eating cabbage raw, cook it. The compounds that inhibit iodine synthesis are very sensitive to heat. Blanching the cabbage in boiling water for about 30 seconds. Steaming it or lightly stir-frying it in oil can make it safe to eat. Pay attention, the second food that pairs well with cabbage is grapefruit. Cabbage pairs excellently with sour fruits, and eating it with grapefruit can maximize its antioxidant effects. Cabbage is rich in anti-disease compounds, particularly isothiocyanates, which have been found to be much more effective than many conventional treatments. These compounds are effective in preventing various serious conditions, including those affecting the breast, prostate, bladder, colon, and thyroid. Additionally, cabbage activates white blood cells that fight disease and promotes the secretion of TNF, which helps destroy cancer cells. When you eat cabbage with grapefruit, which is rich in vitamin C, the antioxidant effects are greatly enhanced. The carotenoids in cabbage prevent the aging of skin cells and help regenerate cells, making the skin smooth and elastic. It also helps remove waste products from the body, making the combination with grapefruit even more effective. Furthermore, cabbage is high in dietary fiber and low in calories, making it excellent for weight loss. Grapefruit contains naringin, which has a bitter taste and helps reduce visceral fat. Therefore, from now on, always eat cabbage with grapefruit. The third highly risky cabbage food is cabbage juice or extract. Many people are surprised by this because they drink a lot of cabbage extract juice for their health. Cabbage is often called a natural stomach protector. It contains sulforaphane, which inhibits the spread of Helicobacter pylori, a bacteria that causes stomach ulcers, making it particularly beneficial for stomach health. Cabbage is also rich in vitamin U, which strengthens and regenerates the stomach lining, and antioxidants like riboflavin and carotenoids, which are very effective for colon and stomach health. However, pay attention. Consuming cabbage in juice form is a completely different story. When cabbage is extracted, the fiber is significantly destroyed, and the sugars are concentrated, which is not good for diabetics. Additionally, cabbage juice can disrupt the balance of potassium and sodium in the blood, making it harmful for people with weak kidneys. People with sensitive intestines should especially avoid it, as cabbage ferments easily in the colon, producing gas that can irritate the colon and cause bloating. This bloating can lead to irritable bowel syndrome and even colon inflammation or serious health issues. Furthermore, cabbage has a cooling effect that can easily cause diarrhea or abdominal bloating, so it should be consumed with caution. So, what foods should we eat with cabbage? The third highly recommended food combination with cabbage is milk. Milk is rich in protein, vitamins, and calcium, which not only complement the nutrients in cabbage, but also neutralize stomach acid and stabilize the stomach's condition. Specifically, the vitamin U in cabbage combines with the protein in milk to synthesize a new protein that protects the stomach lining from damage caused by stomach acid. This significantly enhances cabbage's benefits for stomach health. This method is a miraculous way for people with sensitive intestines to safely consume cabbage. If you frequently experience heartburn or digestive issues, eating cabbage with milk can be very beneficial. Blending cabbage and milk together and drinking it as a breakfast substitute on an empty stomach is also an excellent method. We've now covered the 3 worst and 3 best food combinations with cabbage. Then it's time to summarize. If you are taking high blood pressure medication or aspirin, you should always eat cabbage with apples. Blending cabbage and apples with carrots is even better. And don't forget to add vinegar or lemon juice. If you have a weak thyroid, you should never eat raw cabbage. Always cook it before eating. Lastly, instead of concentrated cabbage juice, chew cabbage thoroughly with milk. How does that sound? Cabbage is an excellent health vegetable, and I hope you can eat it with the right food combinations to maintain your health. Thank you for staying with me today. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and like. Also, share it with your precious family and friends. I always pray for your health and happiness. Thank you. Did you know that eating this with eggs could destroy brain cells and lead to dementia? Eggs are considered a superfood, truly beneficial for your health. However, what you eat them with and how you cook them are crucial. Unknowingly, the habit of eating eggs with certain foods could even lead to cancer and dementia. Today, Dr. John will reveal 3 foods you should never eat with eggs for the worst combinations. And also share 3 miraculous foods that not only prevent dementia but also brighten your eyes. Hello everyone. Are there any of you who haven't subscribed yet? Please press subscribe and like right now. And don't forget to share the video with your dear friends and family. I'll continue to provide only the best health information. Recently, the number of people suffering from dementia has significantly increased. Not only among the middle-aged and elderly, but also dementia in the young population of people in their 20s and 30s is becoming a serious issue. The primary cause of dementia is, indeed, dietary habits. Every food has its best matches. That can enhance the absorption of nutrients and bad combinations that can harm our bodies. Knowing this and applying it to our dietary habits is the best choice for our health. Today's star is the superfood. Eggs, known for their high-quality protein, various minerals, vitamins, and numerous nutrients. But did you know, depending on what you eat with eggs, it can harm your health and even lead to cancer and dementia? That's why I've prepared this. In today's video, we will reveal 3 foods you should absolutely avoid eating with eggs to prevent cancer and dementia. And also share 3 best ways to eat eggs that not only prevent cancer and dementia but also brighten your eyes. Firstly, the food you should absolutely never eat with eggs is flour and bread. You may consume a lot of egg bread and flour. And eggs are indeed essential ingredients for making bread. However, this combination is really bad for preventing cancer and dementia. Eggs contain a component called choline, which is a type of vitamin B group. This is why eggs are called brain food. Choline is beneficial for memory and concentration enhancement. And, as a vitamin B complex, constitutes up to 30% of brain cell components, activating brain functions to improve memory and concentration, and is used in the prevention and treatment of forgetfulness, dementia, Alzheimer's, etc. It's even highly effective in reducing inflammation in the body, thus preventing cancer. However, there's something that works in direct opposition to the action of choline. That's right, flour. When you eat bread, which is primarily made of carbohydrates, your blood sugar rises and creates a lot of sugar toxins. These sugar toxins attack brain cells. If you eat bread and eggs together, it's like a war in your body. The choline in the eggs tries to create a protective barrier for the brain cells, while the sugar toxins from the bread try to penetrate this barrier to attack the brain cells. Moreover, if you frequently consume flour-based foods like noodles, bread, egg tart, spaghetti, and white rice, and are already in a state of high blood sugar, the problem becomes more serious. With high insulin resistance and chronic inflammation already filling your body, choline's efforts to protect us become futile. This internal battle can lead to cardiovascular diseases like hypertension and arteriosclerosis. Issues with insulin secretion leading to diabetes and chronic inflammation can cause cancer, dementia, and brain diseases. Therefore, it's better to opt for whole wheat bread or healthy vegan breads that are not made with refined flour to eat with eggs. The first best companion for eggs is none other than the pumpkin. Eggs and pumpkins make a really great pairing, especially since the protein in eggs helps with absorption in our body. Moreover, when you consume the fiber from pumpkins along with the calcium in eggs, it activates the parasympathetic nervous system, bringing a sense of calm and easing anxiety and tension. It also reduces physical tension, bringing stability to both our body and mind. It's often said that stress is the root of all illnesses. Eating eggs with pumpkin helps relieve stress and fatigue in the body. Additionally, consuming pumpkin, which converts to vitamin A in the body, is especially good for eye health. Working together with the abundant lutein and zeaxanthin carotenoids found in eggs, it provides powerful antioxidant action that not only protects the retina, but can also significantly reduce the incidence of degenerative eye diseases like glaucoma and macular degeneration. If your eyes have been feeling blurry or your vision cloudy, try eating eggs with pumpkin. Recommended recipes include pumpkin pancakes or tarts, pumpkin egg rolls, and pumpkin egg soup. Secondly, the foods you should absolutely never eat with eggs are soy milk and tofu. Some people eat soy milk and eggs together as a breakfast substitute, and many consume them for weight loss and diet purposes. Also, there are those who boil warm soy soup and break a raw egg into it to eat together. However, eggs and soy milk should not be mixed. This is due to the trypsin inhibitor found in soy milk. Trypsin, a component in soybeans, the raw material of soy milk, combines with avidin in egg whites, destroying the nutrients. Eggs are rich in high-quality protein, which not only helps prevent muscle loss and sarcopenia in the elderly, making muscles stronger, but also contain abundant vitamins and minerals. When consumed with soy milk, these beneficial nutrients cannot be absorbed, so they should not be eaten together. If your throat feels blocked when eating eggs, it's much better to have them with milk or water. And there's one more thing to remember. Have you ever had tea, like green tea or black tea, with eggs? That's a big no. Drinking tea after eating eggs, because your throat feels dry and clogged, causes the tannins in the tea leaves to combine with the egg's proteins, forming tannin-protein complexes. This slows down intestinal peristalsis, worsens the intestinal environment, and leads to constipation. The most frightening aspect is that it increases the body's absorption potential for toxic substances and carcinogens. Therefore, tea and soy milk should absolutely not be consumed with eggs. It's best to have them with water or milk. Then, the second best companion for eggs is none other than cheese. Cheese not only tastes great but also is nutritionally the best match with eggs. Eggs are called a complete food because they contain many nutrients. But relative to dairy products, they are very low in calcium. Dairy products are rich in calcium. So when consumed with eggs, they can complement each other. Especially since cheese is made by fermenting milk. The fermentation process with probiotics reduces the protein content, allowing you to complement each other's nutrition without excessively consuming protein. Lastly, the third worst companion for eggs is apricot. You might not often eat apricot with eggs, but it's really important to remember because it can be dangerous. Apricot and dried apricots are often consumed as a dessert. Eating apricots after eggs can cause mild symptoms like headaches, diarrhea, vomiting, and signs of food poisoning. In severe cases, it can lead to acute gastroenteritis and even bezoars. The reason is due to tannin, the component that gives apricots their astringent taste, which impairs the digestive function of proteins. Tannin, a type of phenolic compound, clumps together with proteins in the mouth, stomach, and digestive system. It also inhibits the action of protein-degrading enzymes in the body, making it really dangerous to consume with eggs. The third best companion for eggs is none other than apples. Eggs contain a variety of nutrients but are lacking in vitamin C and dietary fiber. Apples are very rich in both vitamin C and dietary fiber. Especially, dietary fiber helps with bowel movement by aiding the intestinal movement, and also helps expel bad cholesterol from the body, preventing cardiovascular diseases such as arteriosclerosis, heart disease, and stroke. Particularly, it aids in the digestion of proteins. Some people feel like their stomach is clogged and have difficulty digesting after eating eggs. In such cases, accompanying them with an apple can stimulate the secretion of gastric juices, aiding in digestion and absorption. Lastly, the way eggs are cooked is also very important. When consuming eggs, it's crucial to prepare them in a way that preserves as many nutrients as possible without destroying them. Firstly, eating raw eggs is not recommended due to the risk of food poisoning. Also, frying eggs is not advisable. Both steaming and boiling are good methods, but it's better to consume eggs that are soft-boiled rather than hard-boiled to the point of being rubbery. Furthermore, when making fried eggs, it's recommended to use oils with a high content of omega-3, such as olive oil or flaxseed oil. We've explored the 3 worst and best foods to eat with eggs for cancer and dementia prevention. Then, it's time to summarize. Rather than eat eggs with flour like bread, choose pumpkin to consume the best benefits out of it. Do not eat eggs with soy products like soy milk or tofu, choose cheese with eggs. And, never eat eggs with apricot, but eat with apples. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you remember and take good care of your health with this information. If you found today's video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe and like. Also, share the video with your dear family and friends. I will always pray for your health and happiness. I will continue to greet you with more useful and informative health information. Thank you. Did you know eating onions with certain foods can lead to cancer and dementia? Onions, which are healthy, can be paired with foods that enhance or worsen their benefits. It's important to eat onions the right way to get their health benefits. Pairing them with the wrong foods can harm your health instead. So today, we're going to find out 3 foods that are the worst to eat with onions, and 3 that are the best, all to help prevent cancer and dementia. Hello everyone. Are there still some of you who haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe and like right now. I promise that I will keep bringing you the best health information. When we eat, we do not just consume one ingredient. In every dish, ingredients complement each other's flavors and nutrients. But just because the flavors match well, it doesn't mean that the nutrients do too. Eating foods with bad combinations can harm your body, and might even lead to serious issues like cancer and dementia. Every natural ingredient has its own beneficial nutrients. Knowing them well and including them in your diet is the best habit for your health. Today's star is the onion, known as the elixir of the dining table. Onions have far more incredible benefits than you might know. They were famous as a source of energy for workers, who built the Great Pyramids, one of the world's wonders. It's said that eating an onion a day keeps the doctor away, showing just how amazing this food is. Also, it's believed that the reason why Chinese people, who eat a lot of greasy food, have a lower incidence of heart disease is because of onions. Onions are really good for your body. Especially in the weather like now, when our energy is low. You should reach for onions before any other tonic food. The thiosulfonates in onions promote the absorption of vitamin B1, which is closely related to energy metabolism, and are incredibly effective for fatigue recovery. Moreover, the spicy component, allicin, acts as a sedative, making it great for preventing insomnia caused by stress and for stabilizing the mind and body. If you have a sleep disorder and depression, onion is the best solution for you. And, onions are also rich in folate, which is very important for brain health. They help increase blood flow to the brain, supplying more oxygen and nutrients. And are excellent for preventing dementia and Alzheimer's. Especially, onions have a famous nickname, the cleaner of blood vessels. They contain quercetin, which lowers bad cholesterol levels, making them very effective in preventing arteriosclerosis, cardiovascular diseases, and any kinds of adult diseases. Additionally, they not only absorb and remove harmful substances from the body, but also break down fats, so you can enjoy the benefits of losing weight too. But wait! Did you know that even healthy onions can be harmful when eaten with certain foods? So, let's find out together. We'll look at the 3 worst foods to eat with onions that could negatively impact, and the 3 best foods to pair with onions. At first, let's talk about the worst way to eat onions for your health. Onion juice. Many of you drink health juices for your well-being, and onion juice is quite popular. Onions rich in chromium are great for activating insulin functions, making them particularly beneficial for blood sugar control and diabetics. Onions even help with collagen formation, boosting skin elasticity, anti-aging, scalp health, and preventing hair loss. But here's a crucial point. Even the best onions change when juiced. It's a completely different story. Diabetics and those with weak kidneys must avoid onion juice at all costs. When onions are juiced, the sugar content increases, due to concentration. Since there's no need to chew, nutrients are absorbed faster, causing a rapid spike in blood sugar. Also, onion juice is high in potassium. Those with kidney diseases should be cautious, as their bodies can't effectively eliminate potassium, leading to its accumulation in the body. Excess potassium can cause the heart to beat excessively, and in severe cases, lead to sudden death. If you regularly take aspirin or medications for high blood pressure, onion juice can increase the risk of bleeding, so it's best to avoid it. Adding to that, for those with a sensitive stomach, concentrated onion juice can worsen acid reflux, so it's better to stay clear of it. This is the trap of health juices. It's generally better to avoid concentrated juices, like onion juice. If you must have it in liquid form, try brewing onion peel tea instead. The antioxidant components are abundant in the onion peel, so remember this alternative. So, how should we eat onions? At this point, the first best food, perfect pairing with onion would be meat. Chewing your food well is key to getting the most out of it. If you cook onions and chew them properly, the dietary fiber and other nutrients in onions work in harmony. But when concentrated into juice, it can do more harm than good to your body. So, the food that's great to eat with onions is none other than meat. As we age, many of us find it harder to digest meat, often experiencing bloating. It's crucial to eat meat with onions. One of the spicy compounds in onions, DLEL sulfide, stimulates the mucous membranes of the stomach and intestines, boosting the secretion of digestive juices. This makes onions really good for digestion. When cooked with meat, the alkaline nature of onions combines with the proteins in meat. This not only neutralizes the specific smell of the meat, but also cleanses the blood, making it an excellent combination. Moreover, when you eat onions and meat together, the vitamin B1 in the meat interacts with allicin in the onions to form allethiamine. This boosts energy production and is really good for fatigue recovery. And let's not forget about the antibacterial properties of onions. Onions are highly effective against Salmonella and E. coli, the common culprits of food poisoning. This makes onions a top food that you must include in your diet. Secondly, the worst food combination with onions is, surprisingly, honey. There was a time when onion and honey pickles were popular, and many people enjoyed them. But eating onions with honey can be truly dangerous. The volatile compound in onions, thiosulfonates, can cause gas formation when consumed. Eating them with honey can worsen your eyesight. And in severe cases, it could even lead to blindness. So, it's essential to avoid consuming them together. While it's not common to eat honey and onions together, sometimes honey is used instead of sugar in dressings for dishes that include onions. So, it's important to remember this and be cautious. Now, the second best food to pair with onions is vinegar. Onions strengthen blood vessel and improve circulation, making them extremely effective in preventing and treating high blood pressure, arteriosclerosis, and heart diseases. Not only that, they're also great for cancer prevention and stimulating insulin secretion, helping in diabetes prevention. When onions and vinegar come together, their medicinal effects are significantly enhanced. The main component of vinegar, acetic acid, serves as a raw material for adrenal cortex hormones in the human body, performing sterilization and detoxification functions. Moreover, the combination of the nerve-calming effects of onions and the stress-relieving actions of vinegar creates an incredible synergy when consumed together. So, try onion pickles and vinegar. They're not only delicious, but also very beneficial for your health. Pay attention, this is a key point for today. Another recommendation I have for you is onion wine, which is really good for your body. It's a miraculous way to absorb every antioxidant in onions. The thing is, these beneficial flavonoids in onions don't dissolve well in water, so even if you consume them, they're not effectively absorbed by our bodies, and are often deactivated by intestinal bacteria. However, when fermented with alcohol, these components are released into the wine, maximizing their absorption in the body. In fact, according to a research paper published by Professor Wei-Fang Chu from Taiwan, a 10-week consumption of onion wine significantly improved blood cholesterol levels. For your health, why not try making onion wine and have a glass daily? Lastly, the third worst way to eat onions for your health is onion rings or fried onions. We often see beautifully fried whole onions or onion rings at fast food restaurants these days. Even healthy onions, when fried, are definitely bad for your body. This is mainly because they are typically fried at high temperatures, resulting in a high content of trans fats compared to other foods. Consuming a lot of trans fats lowers good cholesterol levels and raises bad cholesterol levels. Also, when onions are battered and fried, glycotoxins. These glycotoxins attack our brain cells and cause inflammation. Continually eating such fried foods can lead to chronic inflammation throughout the body, and, ultimately, increase the risk of cardiovascular and brain diseases. For cancer and dementia prevention, it's crucial to avoid fried foods. So, what should we eat with onions then? Now, let me recommend the third and final best food to pair with onions. Whole grains and brown rice. Brown rice and whole grains are rich in iron and zinc. When zinc, abundantly found in whole grains, is combined with the sulfur compounds in onions, it greatly enhances immunity. If you've been suffering from frequent coughs and easily catching colds, it's important to include onions and whole grains in your diet. Try eating whole wheat bread with onion soup, or have a side dish containing onions with a mixed grain rice. It's a really great combination. Lastly, let me share some top health tips for cooking onions. First, lightly frying onions in oil helps in better absorption of nutrients. For this, it's best to use oils that don't oxidize easily, like olive oil or canola oil. Also, rather than cooking onions immediately after cutting them, it's beneficial to let them sit at room temperature for about 15–30 minutes. This is because when onions are exposed to oxygen, their spicy sulfur compounds convert into enzymes that are beneficial for the body. These enzymes actively boost metabolism and are much better at preventing blood clots. So remember this tip. So far, we've explored 3 foods that are the worst to pair with onions, and 3 that are the best. Then it's time to summarize. Instead of honey, onions should be eaten with vinegar and wine. And rather than consuming concentrated onion juice, it's much better to cook onions with meat and chew them well. Also, avoid eating onions as fried food. Stir-frying them lightly with whole grains is a much healthier choice. What do you think? I hope you enjoy onions in the healthiest combinations and protect your well-being. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe and like. And share with your precious family and friends. I'll always pray for your health and happiness. Thank you. Did you know that eating this with oranges can actually harm your health? While oranges are renowned for their vitamin C and overall health benefits, not all food combinations are good for you. It's important to eat oranges in the right way to maximize their benefits. Pairing them with the wrong foods can negatively impact your health. In this video, I've gathered important information for you to boost your health and protect your immune system. I'll reveal the 3 worst foods to pair with oranges and the 3 best foods to pair with them. Hello everyone. This is your Dr. John here. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe and like buttons now. Share this with your loved ones and spread the word about Dr. John. I'll continue to provide you with the best health information. When you think of juicy, sweet, and tangy fruits, which one comes to your mind first? The season of oranges has finally arrived. Have you ever peeled an orange, drawn by its sweet and tangy taste and aroma, only to end up with yellow-stained fingers? Today's main topic is the ultimate source of vitamins, the orange. Oranges are incredibly rich in nutrients. At this time of year, they are especially high in vitamin C, which helps improve metabolism and boost your immune system. The juicy and tangy flesh and pulp of oranges, as well as the zest used in teas and desserts, are all packed with amazing health benefits, making trove of vitamins. But did you know that even such a healthy fruit like oranges can be harmful if eaten with certain foods? Now, let's learn about the 3 worst foods to eat with oranges that can harm your health. And the 3 best foods that can help you stay healthy longer. The first food that pairs the worst with oranges is milk. Have you ever debated whether to drink orange juice or milk for breakfast? Or perhaps you've enjoyed a tangy orange and then had a refreshing glass of milk. It might seem like the calcium in milk and the vitamins in oranges would be beneficial together, but this combination is actually not good for digestion. Do you know why we have banana milk and strawberry milk, but not orange milk or lemon milk? That's right. The reason is that the milk's special protein, casein, curdles and coagulates when it meets acid. So, when you consume sour fruits like oranges or lemons with milk, they form clumps. When these clumps encounter stomach acid, they get bitter and slow down digestion. This is why you may feel bloated and experience indigestion. From now on, when drinking milk, it's better to avoid strongly acidic foods. And instead choose ripe, sweet fruits that are less sour. Frequently eating combinations of foods that are hard to digest can lead to chronic indigestion. So for the sake of your gut health, always opt for easily digestible foods. Wait a minute. Did you know that like the calcium in milk, oranges are excellent for bone health? It's true. Oranges contain beta-cryptoxanthin, a type of vitamin A, that is remarkable for increasing bone density and strengthening bones, making it excellent for preventing osteoporosis. Moreover, oranges have 40 times more beta-cryptoxanthin than lemons. So make sure to include oranges in your diet for strong bones. The first food that pairs best with oranges is sweet potatoes. Just thinking about the tangy orange and the sweet potato sounds really delicious. Amazingly, not only do they taste great together, but they also form a powerhouse combination in terms of nutrition. First of all, a single orange contains over 70 milligrams of vitamin C. Just 2 oranges can provide you with your daily recommended intake of vitamin C. The vitamin C in oranges helps prevent colds, aids in recovery from fatigue, and supports collagen synthesis, making it excellent for skin health. Sweet potatoes, a superfood, are also packed with vitamin C. Therefore, eating oranges and sweet potatoes together creates a fantastic synergy. The vitamins in oranges and sweet potatoes blend well in the body and enhance each other's absorption. This combination doubles the antioxidant effects and boosts cold prevention. During seasons with extreme temperature fluctuations, when immune strength is crucial, eating oranges and sweet potatoes together is highly beneficial. By the way, have you ever noticed the white threads inside the pulp of an orange? These white threads, found in the orange peel, are called albedo, a type of water-soluble dietary fiber. Albedo promotes colon movements and helps prevent and relieve constipation. Combined with the fiber in sweet potatoes and the pectin in oranges, which aids digestion. This duo is excellent for gut health. Additionally, the tanginess and moisture of the orange counteract the dryness of the sweet potato, making them a perfect flavor match as well. The second worst food to pair with oranges is carrots. Despite being known as the king of vitamin A, carrots are surprisingly not good to eat with oranges. This is because carrots contain an enzyme called ascorbic acid oxidase, which destroys vitamin C. This enzyme breaks down the vitamin C in oranges, preventing you from benefiting from the amazing advantages mentioned earlier. Additionally, ascorbic acid oxidase is not only found in carrots, but also in pumpkins and eggplants. So you should avoid eating these with oranges as well. Wait a minute. Oranges are not only rich in vitamin C, but also in vitamin P, which is excellent for vascular health. Interestingly, vitamin P is found almost exclusively in citrus fruits like oranges. Oranges are packed with a miraculous compound called hesperidin, which has antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and anti-obesity effects. Hesperidin strengthens capillaries, enhances their function, and helps reduce triglyceride and cholesterol levels. Therefore, for the prevention of arteriosclerosis, hypertension, and cardiovascular diseases, make sure to include oranges in your diet. The second best food to pair with oranges is ginger. Tangy sweet flesh, but also for their peels, which are widely used in cakes, cookies, jams, marmalades, and desserts. You might notice a hint of spiciness in orange desserts, which often comes from ginger, a key ingredient in baking. Some people enjoy orange ginger tea, made by boiling orange peels and ginger together. This combination is not only delicious but also offers incredible health benefits. Oranges are rich in vitamin C and P, cholesterol-inhibiting vitamin E, and folate, A, B vitamin. Surprisingly, the peel contains 4 times more nutrients than the flesh. So it's essential to consume the vitamins and nutrients from the peel as well. Using orange zest in desserts or making orange zest tea is highly recommended. Clean the inside of a well-washed orange peel, dry it in the shade, and boil it in water to make a healthy orange peel tea. This tea boosts immunity, treats colds, relieves coughs and phlegm, and alleviates headaches. Adding ginger to this tea enhances its benefits significantly. The spicy component of ginger, gingerol, combines with the abundant vitamins in oranges to reduce inflammation. This combination not only boosts immunity but also soothes the lungs and relieves coughs. Citric acid helps suppress inflammatory responses, promoting bronchial and lung health. Therefore, during times of significant temperature fluctuations when immunity is particularly vulnerable, be sure to drink orange ginger tea made with orange peel and ginger. Lastly, the third worst pairing with oranges is for those with diabetes. Although oranges are hydrating and among the best healthy yellow foods, they have one significant downside. Oranges are high in sugars. Oranges contain a high amount of simple sugars, which are digested and absorbed quickly compared to other types of sugars. This rapid absorption causes a sharp increase in blood sugar levels. This can stimulate insulin secretion from the pancreas and promote fat synthesis in the body, leading to obesity and inflammation, especially in less active individuals. However, it's important to note that in moderation, oranges can be highly beneficial for people with diabetes. The various vitamins in oranges provide antioxidant effects and help lower lipid levels in the blood. Moreover, they enhance memory and prevent cognitive decline because consuming oranges increases the expression of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, which is related to neuroprotection. Have you ever noticed your hands and feet turning yellow after eating too many oranges at once? This is called carotenemia. The yellow pigment in oranges, keratin, is absorbed about 30% in the intestines, with the remainder accumulating in the subcutaneous fat, especially at the extremities. However, this is a temporary condition and not a sign of acute diabetes, so there's no need to worry excessively. Lastly, the third best pairing with oranges is delicious nuts. Nuts are a staple in superfoods and longevity diets. When consumed with oranges, they provide tremendous synergy for preventing various adult diseases and boosting immunity. Nuts are rich in unsaturated fatty acids, which are highly effective in reducing cholesterol and triglycerides. The vitamins and minerals abundant in oranges help boost immunity and promote metabolism, thereby maximizing the benefits of nuts. The antioxidants in oranges help cleanse the blood and eliminate free radicals, strengthening blood vessels. Nuts further enhance these benefits, making this combination an excellent match. So, from now on, whenever you eat oranges, make sure to have a handful of nuts. This way, you'll not only enjoy the taste and nutrition, but also reap the benefits of preventing adult diseases and brain damage. We've covered the 3 worst and 3 best foods to pair with oranges. Let's summarize one last time. Don't eat oranges with milk instead, pair them with sweet potatoes. To preserve the abundant vitamins in oranges. Avoid pairing them with carrots and choose ginger to enhance the synergy. If you have diabetes, limit your orange intake and pair them with nuts for the best results. How do you feel about this? By enjoying healthy oranges with the right foods, you can protect your health and well-being. Thank you so much for staying with me for a long time. If you found today's video helpful, please subscribe and like. And don't forget to share it with your precious family and friends. I always pray for your health and happiness. This has been your Dr. John. Thank you. Did you know that eating walnuts with this could lead to serious illnesses affecting the mind and body? Even the brain-healthy superfood walnuts have their best and worst food pairings. Even nutritious walnuts need to be consumed correctly to benefit your health. Eating them with harmful foods can actually damage your health. That's why I've prepared this to prevent serious neurological and bodily diseases. I will tell you about 3 foods that are the worst pairings with walnuts and 3 foods that are the best pairings. Hello, everyone. Are there any of you who haven't subscribed yet? Please press subscribe and like right now. Share this with your loved ones. We will continue to deliver the best health information packed with care, like a gift, for our beloved followers. Today's star is the walnut, a superfood for the brain. Shaped like a brain, it's packed with the energy and nutrients necessary for brain health and preventing neurological diseases. Some enjoy it as a sweet walnut pastry, and others might take it separately for their health. In fact, walnuts are not only for the brain, they are filled with amazing benefits beyond that. They are particularly effective against insomnia, and there is a story about Empress Dowager Cixi of the Qing dynasty, who always ate walnut porridge at night for sleep health and mental stability before going to bed. However, you should not just eat walnuts as they are. Walnuts are high in fatty acids and calories. So how you eat them and what methods you use are crucial. If you want to eat walnuts for health, you must remember the foods and miraculous recipes we recommend today. But, did you know? Even these healthy walnuts can be harmful if eaten with certain foods. Now, I will tell you about 3 foods that are the worst pairings with walnuts. And 3 foods that are the best pairings to maximize the health benefits of walnuts. Firstly, the worst pairing with walnuts is actually apples. Many people eat nuts and apples together for breakfast, thinking it's nutritionally excellent, but in reality, it's not a good combination. We often choose foods that are beneficial for youth and anti-aging, right? But many miss a key component. Vitamin E. Vitamin E helps cells save up to 43% of the oxygen they could use, preventing the creation of free radicals, which are the main culprits of aging in cells for maintaining youth. Nothing is more essential than ensuring you get enough vitamin E. It not only preserves the youthfulness of cells, but also maintains the elasticity of blood vessels and protects red blood cells. Additionally, it helps platelets, which rush to prevent bleeding and infection when there's a wound. Surprisingly, our star today, walnuts, rank first among nuts in vitamin E content, containing 15 times more than other nuts. On the other hand, apples, known as the king of vitamins, are packed with vitamin B and C, which are excellent for antioxidants and energy replenishment, but focus here. Have you ever felt bloated after eating nuts and apples together, which are supposed to be great for vitamin replenishment? It's a common issue, and the reason is that they digest at different rates. When slow-digesting nuts and fast-digesting apples mix, they create gas during digestion, leading to bloating and indigestion. So it's better to enjoy walnuts and apples separately rather than together. The best food to pair with walnuts is none other than tomatoes. I previously introduced the amazing antioxidant effects of walnuts, but what's even more amazing is that walnuts are excellent at preventing inflammation and tumors, particularly the spread of health-harming cells. Here's a question. Why do you need to always manage your vascular health and cholesterol levels for good health? It's because bad fats like cholesterol in your blood vessels can block blood circulation, preventing nutrients and oxygen from being efficiently delivered to your organs. This significantly increases the risk of arteriosclerosis, cerebral hemorrhage, and cardiovascular diseases. Surprisingly, high cholesterol levels can even influence the development of health-harming cells. Because organs can't function properly and fail to prevent mutations and the development of harmful cells. Moreover, according to recent research by Duke University in the USA, cholesterol has been identified as a cause for the metastasis and recurrence of illness. Despite intensive medical treatments, harmful cells feed on cholesterol and stubbornly survive. Therefore, it would be beneficial to consume foods that can reduce or even eliminate cholesterol. Think about it simply. When you get grease stains on your clothes, how do you wash them? You need grease to remove grease, right? Exactly. Only healthy fats can clean the grease stains of cholesterol in your blood vessels. That's where our star today, walnuts, comes in. Walnuts are full of essential unsaturated fatty acids including omega-3. And these healthy fats effectively remove the accumulated grease in our body. Now, there's a food that performs the same cleansing of blood vessels and prevention of health-harming cell metastasis as walnuts, and that food is tomatoes. The unsaturated fatty acids in walnuts and the red pigment lycopene in tomatoes perform the same function. Wait, this lycopene is a fat-soluble component, so it must be consumed with healthy fats. Since walnuts are rich in healthy fats, they create a synergistic combination that maximizes benefits. Therefore, from now on, it's a great idea to pair walnuts with a tomato salad, or even just a tomato and a handful of walnuts in the morning for the best anti-illness diet. The second worst food to pair with walnuts is, surprisingly, anchovies. You might be shocked, as many enjoy adding walnuts, almonds, and other nuts to sautéed anchovies. While it tastes good, the combination isn't actually beneficial. Anchovies are so rich in calcium that they are often referred to as the king of calcium, containing more than 10 times the calcium of other fish and 5 times that of milk. Calcium is crucial for bone health and is a key component of bone structure, essential for enhancing bone density. However, there's a problem. As we age, our ability to absorb calcium significantly decreases. No matter how much calcium you consume, if it's not absorbed, it's useless. Should you then turn to calcium supplements? Not necessarily. High doses of calcium supplements can lead to poor circulation and increase the risks of kidney stones and cardiovascular diseases due to non-absorption. Given these potential side effects, it's vital to consume calcium through a balanced diet with natural foods, making anchovies a top choice due to their edible bones. However, when you eat anchovies with walnuts, which are rich in unsaturated fatty acids, you won't be able to absorb any of the calcium from the anchovies. This is because walnuts contain phytic acid, which interferes with calcium absorption. Phytic acid binds with the abundant calcium in anchovies, forming an insoluble complex in the intestines. As a result, the calcium is not absorbed and is instead excreted from the body. So, while you might consume anchovies for their calcium, pairing them with walnuts nullifies the benefit. Therefore, it's better to consume anchovies and walnuts separately to fully benefit from each of their nutritional properties. The second best combination with walnut is red bean. When you think of walnuts, the first thing that probably comes to mind is the warm and sweet walnut pastry. As tasty as it is, it's also great for your health. You might already know that walnuts are excellent for brain health, but do you know why they are particularly good at preventing serious neurological conditions? Walnuts contain unsaturated fatty acids, including not only omega-3 but also alpha-linolenic acid. This linolenic acid makes up 60% of the brain's neural cells. Thus, eating walnuts is like nourishing your brain's building blocks, preventing the destruction of nerve cells and boosting their activity, keeping the brain youthful and healthy. In fact, walnuts enhance the hippocampus, the central nerve responsible for memory, making them extremely effective at improving logic and reasoning skills. But focus here. No matter how much you strengthen brain cells, if the blood vessels leading to the brain are clogged with waste, it's all for nothing. And if there is too much heat in the head and scalp, that's a serious concern. At this point, red beans come into play, known for their cooling properties and excellent at eliminating waste. Have you ever noticed the foam that forms when boiling red beans? That's due to saponin, an antioxidant component also found in ginseng and red ginseng, abundant in red beans. So, when you consume red beans and walnuts together, they help release the heat and toxins accumulated around the head and chest, allowing the incredible brain health benefits of walnuts to be effectively delivered to the brain cells. Moreover, red beans are among the richest grains in vitamin B1, also known as the brain vitamin, which creates the best synergy with walnuts. One more thing. Previously, I mentioned that Empress Dowager Cixi used to eat walnut soup in the evening to combat insomnia. Here's a key point. Walnuts have an amazing calming effect, strong enough to be used as a treatment for insomnia. Surprisingly, red beans are also rich in vitamins B1 and B2. Together, walnuts and red beans can eliminate brain fatigue substances, even helping to treat depression. So, from now on, try blending walnuts and red beans into a porridge or soup, for the ultimate brain-nourishing food that also aids in insomnia and mental stability. Lastly, the worst food to pair with walnuts is actually milk. While walnuts are rich in vitamins B and E and packed with minerals and nutrients, they lack one crucial element, protein. You might think it's a good idea to combine them with milk, but it's actually better to eat walnuts with red beans or soybeans, as I mentioned earlier. Why should you avoid consuming milk with walnuts? As briefly introduced before, walnuts contain an anti-nutrient called phytic acid. This plant toxin, which was developed as a defense mechanism to prevent predation, hinders the absorption of nutrients from other foods and can upset the stomach when eaten together. Specifically, when phytic acid in walnuts meets the casein protein in milk, it forms clumps and causes digestive issues. Additionally, it blocks the absorption of calcium, effectively preventing the body from absorbing the calcium in milk. Therefore, no matter how healthy it might seem to consume milk and walnuts together, it ultimately becomes futile. So, should you always worry when eating walnuts? Not at all. There are two great solutions. First, you can boil the walnuts before eating them. Boiling walnuts not only makes them softer and easier to digest, but also reduces the activity of phytic acid, allowing you to fully absorb the calcium in milk. Furthermore, the mineral manganese in walnuts is key in today's discussion. No matter how much calcium you consume, if your bones and cartilage tissues aren't properly formed, it's pointless. Correct. The manganese abundant in walnuts plays this role. boiled walnuts provide manganese that helps build strong bones, effectively reducing concerns about osteoporosis and fractures when consumed with milk. This combination becomes an excellent diet for bone health due to the complete absorption of calcium. Second, if boiling walnuts seems inconvenient, you can simply eat 5 or 6 walnuts with milk. Alternatively, consuming walnuts with soy milk or other dairy alternatives is also beneficial. The third and the last best food with walnut is the banana. The combination of walnuts and bananas might seem a bit unusual, but it's currently a wildly popular energy-boosting diet. You can enjoy bananas and walnuts together in the morning or blend them into a smoothie. Knowing the benefits they offer to your body can enhance their effectiveness. Firstly, bananas are often considered a top food for diets, because they are rich in dietary fiber, which helps maintain a feeling of fullness for a long time. Moreover, bananas are packed with nutrients, especially potassium and magnesium, which are quickly absorbed by the muscles upon consumption, promptly restoring energy. Interestingly, the potassium in bananas helps expel sodium from the body, which, when paired with walnuts known for their vascular cleansing properties, creates a remarkable synergy. Wait, there's another amazing benefit of the magnesium in bananas. It can alleviate depression and enhance feelings of happiness. This effect pairs exceptionally well with walnuts. Walnuts are rich in vitamin B, which is excellent for fatigue recovery. And the prebiotic fiber in walnuts acts as a great stimulant for gut microbiota. This helps with intestinal peristalsis, and the unsaturated fatty acids in walnuts stimulate the nerve fibers connected between the gut and the brain, which is crucial for preventing depression and maintaining mental health. Therefore, for both physical and mental health benefits, you definitely should try combining bananas and walnuts. So far, we've looked at the 3 worst and the 3 best food pairings with walnuts. Shall we summarize one last time? Instead of apples, it's better to eat walnuts with tomatoes. Instead of anchovies, pair walnuts with red beans. Instead of milk, choose bananas to accompany your walnuts and fully recharge your energy. Walnuts, a superfood for the brain. I hope you keep up your health by choosing the right food combinations. Thank you for spending so much time with us. If you found today's video helpful, please subscribe and like. Also, please share it with your dear family and friends.